What's up everyone, I'm Eldritch, and today we're gonna take a look at the
Kuma Cruiser Extraordinaire.
So I know I sang the praises of the Kuma when I was reviewing the Yubari, and it made the ship look like it's this amazing Tier 4 super cruiser, which it really isn't. Don't get me wrong, the Kuma is a really strong ship, and very fun to play, but it's not in any way over the top. It was really just when comparing the Kuma to the Yubari, the Kuma just wins out on so many levels that it in turn just makes the Kuma look like this amazing thing. But the point is actually that the Kuma really isn't overly powerful. It's very average, in fact. It's just that the Yubari is so much worse. Anyway, we're not comparing it to the Yubari today, we're going to compare it to the other Tier 4 cruiser, the Phoenix. They both have about the same hit points. The Kuma has 24,200 and the Phoenix 24,200 hit points. Nobody cares. The armor is very interesting. The Kuma's armor is on average lower than the Phoenix's armor, but the Phoenix has spots that are practically unarmored, especially on the deck, which in some cases can cause tremendous critical damage. However, the armored parts of the deck are definitely in favor of the Phoenix. The Phoenix's citadel is also better armored than the Kuma's citadel. Maneuverability-wise, the Kuma slightly edges out the Phoenix in raw speed, but in both turning circle and rudder shift time they are exactly the same. And that speed actually causes them to play very similarly as well. In terms of concealment, neither are amazing. The Kuma gets detected at 11.3 kilometers, while the Phoenix gets detected at 13.1. They both get detected at around 6.5 kilometers in the air. However, that slight edge in surface detectability does mean that sometimes with the Kuma it's a little bit easier to run away than it is in the Phoenix. And when fighting Tier 6 cruisers and battleships, sometimes running away is really the only thing you can do. Guns is a very interesting category for both these ships. The Kuma has 7 140mm guns, of which 6 can be trained at a target at any one time. While the Phoenix has 10 152mm guns, however only 5 of which can be trained at a single target at any one time. The Kuma's guns have a slightly worse range than the Phoenix's guns at 12.4 versus 13.7 kilometers. And the damage is obviously lower because of the lower caliber. Not so massively different in the HE ammo, but very different with the AP ammo. 430 damage, that is quite a significant amount. The Kuma's turrets turn 180 degrees in 21.2 seconds, whereas the Phoenix only needs 18 seconds. This is definitely an advantage that goes to the Phoenix. However, that is mostly due to how Wargaming likes to balance the Japanese versus the American ships, with the American ships just having overall better turret traverse times. But with 21.2 seconds, the Kuma is still very much on the higher echelons of turret traverse times when it comes to the Japanese ships. The Kuma is quite a bit more accurate than the Phoenix though, with only 118 meters maximum dispersion, whereas the Phoenix has 128 meters maximum dispersion range. And the Kuma definitely wins out in rate of fire with 10 rounds per minute, whereas the Phoenix only has 8.6. In total, one would think that the Phoenix's guns are just stronger. They do more damage, they only have a little bit less rate of fire, they have better range, but it actually evens out very nicely because the Kuma definitely has the higher DPM. If you sum up all the guns that can fire at a target at one time, the Kuma can do a total of 180,000 damage a minute, whereas the Phoenix can only do 140,000 damage per minute. Obviously, it's very unlikely that you will ever reach this full damage potential, but the Kuma being more accurate can also put this DPM to use at far longer ranges than the Phoenix can. However, the Phoenix does pack a lot more punch against battleships. Now in the Battle of Torpedoes, the Kuma absolutely wins. There's barely a contest. The Kuma comes with 4 rigs of 2 tubes each, 2 of which are on the starboard side and 2 of which are on the port side. The torpedoes have to reload for 42 seconds and have a 7-kilometer range. Once they're in the water, they move at 57 knots and deal a maximum of 10,833 damage. Whereas the Phoenix only has 2 rigs of 3 torpedoes each, but only 1 on every side. So the Phoenix has 1 torpedo less on each side. It also reloads for 66 seconds, and the range is only 5.5 kilometers. That is very short range for a cruiser. and you'd have to get incredibly close to make those torpedoes count, especially because they only move at 56 knots. However, they slightly edge the Kuma's torpedoes out in damage, but then again, if you can't reach or hit your opponent with the torpedoes, then who cares about an extra 1,000 damage? But overall, these two ships play very similarly, and they are both very good ships. The Kuma has the slight edge on the torpedoes and the DPM. The Phoenix has the slight edge on the caliber of its guns and its damage potential against battleships, and the slight edge in armor. It should also be noted, however, that the Phoenix has the higher profile and the slightly more pronounced citadel, which does make it as a little bit of an easier target at range. But now that we know all the stats and how the Kuma compares, let's look at some gameplay. And it's time once again for the replays. Now, I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. The first game is just going to be one of the games I played with the Kuma that turned out well, just like always, but the second game is going to be a game I played with my mates the other day. And because it already has commentary, I'm not actually going to put commentary over it. Now, this game was interesting. Most of my team actually headed to the west flank, but there was this battleship, a cruiser, and a destroyer also heading in the direction of sea. Of course, you can never be sure where these people are actually going to go, but I just decided to support them. I do prefer fighting at sea, as I already told you guys when in the Tetsuta review, and I decided to do the exact same in this game. Now I see the cruiser, the destroyer up front sneaking up on the passage, and I'm thinking, well, maybe he sees something on the other side. But at that point, the enemy team is now already capping C, meaning there's definitely something fast. Probably a fast cruiser, a Phoenix or a Kuma, or a destroyer who speeded forward into the point. If it is their destroyer, that's actually fine, because I think we have enough firepower to corner him and take him out, which would be pretty excellent. So I decided to go up into the passage to be able to either go through it and ambush them, or to just fire some torpedoes through it and then keep going north to give the destroyer some gun support. Which I might have to do because he is now facing down a Kuma. Also got a lot of torpedo bombers going for that poor battleship that came with us to this flank. And oh, would you look at that, there's another Kuma. Luckily, I'm almost turned around enough for the torpedoes. So I just keep turning, and turning, and turning, and torpedoes. And kaboom. But he did hit me in turn with one of his torpedoes. So this wasn't an entire victory. I did take some damage in return. And there's the other Kuma, speeding away from the destroyer. And it turns out the Kuma I just killed was the one who started capping so early. But there's still two more cruisers in that ravine to the east of those two big mountainous islands. I put some really good shots into this Kuma, taking his health down pretty early, and then I decided to turn into him to give him a smaller target. Something that I keep trying to do more. Again, get some good hits in, destroy one of his guns and get a citadel hit. And I just fire some speculative torpedoes just in case they manage to hit him. I mean, against the Kuma I don't have a whole lot of hope, but it's not gonna hurt anything. Like the torpedoes don't have a very long cooldown in the Kuma, so might as well use them. Having a bit of trouble hitting him at that distance, and the way he's turning. But I got him again, and he's stuck in the middle of a turn, and this one should take him out. And pop! Right into his butt.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser.
In the meantime, our destroyer also took out another cruiser, and our cruiser and battleship have punched the St. Louis into submission. And before I even get to fire a whole lot of shots at it, they pretty much already take it out. Bada boom, bada bing, we've taken out the flank. Now all that's left is for them to cap the point. And for me to turn around and look for other targets.
Our team has taken the lead.
Here, wonderfully displayed is the terrible turn rate on the Kuma, which means I have to take a right turn instead of just turning left and, you know, turning in front of that island. Most destroyers would have been capable of doing that, and there's also some cruisers who could, but the Kuma's turning circle is just way too wide. So, I mean, look at this. I come even pretty close to this island, you know, doing a full turn. It's probably one of the biggest disadvantages of the Kuma is this really, really long turning circle. Like, turning around actually takes quite a while. The maneuverability is fine, good enough to dodge some shots, but the turning circle really does play against it sometimes. At this point I'm thinking I'm going to go for B and just cap that point, because I'm probably not going to be in range of anything. But then there in the north I see that little torpedo bomber symbol popping up and think, oh, that's where the carrier is hiding. So let's go there. And we also just spotted the other carrier. So another wonderful target for me. And since we're so massively ahead in points, I don't really see the point in capping B now, so I just go and see if I can deal some more damage to these two carriers. Maybe even take one out. I really wonder how our battleship is still alive. I mean, he's now taking the third wave of torpedo bombers. It's pretty crazy.
Our victory is in sight.
Poor guy. Is Langley completely out of position, just sitting in the middle of nowhere, just not even moving. And so I just start shooting immediately while still bringing the rest of my guns around. It's interesting, something I've realized, by the way. Firing at a carrier like this with, you know, just constant fire instead of salvos is actually a really good tactic. Because if you've ever played carriers, you know, when you get hit, even if it's just like 100 damage or something, your screen goes slightly yellow and starts shaking, and you hear like the creaking sounds of the metal and stuff. So if you constantly get hit, that's actually really, really frustrating and quite grating and hard to concentrate with it. So when shooting at carriers, I try to do this as often as I can, where I just pour in shot after shot after shot, so that it just, you know, so that they lose concentration, hopefully. Yeah, I do a gazillion damage to this guy and bring him down to almost nothing. And then the sneaky little asshole destroyer takes him out, steals my kill. What a bastard. But it's fine, it's a team game. He secured the kill, I suppose. Jerk. Anyway, decent game. Not the best I've ever played, but it does show very well what the Kuma can do.
We've got 2 battleships coming in.
Yeah, I saw them.
Dimmer, I have a service announcement for you. Hit two
Yeah.
times.
I know.
I just switched to AP as well.
I
I
always
always
forget.
switch to AP.
Oh, but I did read in the
Oh,
patch
good
notes that they're gonna buff HE rounds, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, I read that too. Yeah.
Because I literally never use HE rounds, like unless I play a.
Well, apparently those aren't
destroyer.
really patch notes. They're like pseudo patch notes.
Well, they're from the Russians, so no guarantee that we're gonna get the same thing.
Still way out.
Come in range. I'm hull down.
That Congo though. Oh yeah, they're increasing armor in general. I mean, the effectiveness of armor sounds good.
There's 3 destroyers here. and
We
we've
got a Congo,
one
a
in
Congo,
range.
and a St. Louis coming.
We're gonna get wrecked
Ouch.
if we stay here.
No, it's fine. We have support. And come behind this island. Come where I am. You can fire over the island, and they can't shoot at you.
Let's get to St. Louis. It's only tier 3, and I think he's coming for us.
That's what I was aiming at.
He's outside of
Yeah.
my gun range.
He's
though.
still out of my range, but
Oh, he's coming though.
once he
Good.
gets in range. Yeah, he's coming our way. Like, he's gonna be in range very soon. Wait.
We're at 12 Ks with the Phoenix.
There we go. He's in range now. Ah, damn it! Couple meters short.
Stupid hoity bastard.
He's just skirting my range, man. What a bastard.
Yeah, me too. Maybe he's really good.
No, maybe
He's
it's
like,
just really
"Oh."
lucky.
We have that battleship is in our range
Congo.
now.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
Let him
so
have it,
much spread,
boys.
though. So much spread. He's slowing down. And turning.
I'm turning, yeah.
Eldritch Bomber coming for you.
Yep, I see it.
No, that's me.
Well, we're all together, so...
Fuck, my engines are down. I have them in full reverse.
I think he...
Yeah, he just dropped.
he
I can do it! I can do it! I can do it! I can do it! I can fucking do it! Oh my god! Yes!
Timber, no!
In your
Timber!
face!
Oh! I just won. Could have been worse.
I fucking beached! How
The
could it be
battleship, the
worse?
battleship. The battleship is beached. Get him.
I'm
I
behind
can't
an
fire
iron
them
now.
right now.
That other battleship isn't. Turn, you piece of garbage! Kill that battleship, Aldrich.
Yeah, I got my torpedoes going toward him. I'm shooting him.
God, that Congo can take a
All the
pound,
while
man.
trying to run away.
Okay,
Oh,
Congo's
that's
out
looking
now.
good. That's looking good. Fuck yeah. Take it. Take it. They're free of charge.
We're getting flanked. We're getting flanked on the east, man.
I'm completely beached.
The other Congo is really close now.
Nailed.
Yep. Good one, Timber.
Nice one.
Let's kill the other Congo as well.
I just critically damaged the other one.
Yep. See how low he is? That was all me.
Good job, Cal.
Yep, well played. Nice.
No. Okay, I would say we go around to the
I would say we
east.
deal with the guys that are at our base.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's exactly what I meant. Wow, Timber, you're
Well, I think
having
I'm
a
out of this
beach
fight
Yeah.
because I'm beached.
Yeah, you're having a beach holiday.
I am literally completely beached. I don't know how to get off.
You should be able to do it. You don't know how to get off. Oh, I know someone you could call.
Who are you gonna call?
Ghostbusters.
If you want, I can top you.
Why?
Why would he want that?
Put you out of
If
your
you want,
misery.
I could destroy you. They can still fire from here. They've got to come kill me.
If you want Timber, I can be a complete dick because I'm Calcifer.
I am known to be a problem solver. Oh, there we go. The St. Louis.
Why won't my guys just get out and push? They're basically on land already.
Jesus, I just can't hit him. What's going on? I took my aim mod off.
Oh no. Stop! No, 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 no. Oh, this is very bad.
I'll say.
Where's Eldridge? Oh, he's over there. You're so fast. Stupid Kuma. Can you get to St. Louis from there? It's really low.
St. Louis, where?
I marked him.
Oh, I see it, I see it. I see it.
Freedom!
Ow, 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 ow.
I mean, it's probably my kill, but...
I'm still turning my guns, so... If you can get him,
Taking
go
up
for him.
all of their battleships.
Oh, now someone's topping him. Ah, I got him. Nice. Alright, I'm going for our cap. I'm gonna try to get some... I wanna kill the destroyers. There he is.
You
Izokazi.
paper fucking tinfoil piece of shit.
Izokazi.
You got a Wix over there, Kelsper.
What? Where?
A Wix. 15 Ks
Where?
from me. Your southeast.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Thanks, man. He's probably trying to talk me.
I'm gonna come and assist. Cause Eldritch just run off in a super speedy
he's
Kuma.
turning, man.
No, no, I haven't run off. I fled. But I'm coming back.
Yeah, he's trying to get you.
I was just having some
know.
filthy, filthy fun with this Yubari.
That's why I'm turning away from him. If he keeps doing this, he's dead. Yep. Getting him.
Do you guys have that at the base? It's gonna be very difficult for me to turn
sort of.
around now.
No, it's okay. I think we can handle
We
it.
got two
Alright, then
battleships here against
Oh,
cruisers.
I want to get an Izokaze, man.
I'll go for that carrier.
Ah, there's a really weak Omaha
Uh-oh.
to southeast as
Yeah,
well.
we lost a lot of people now.
It's okay.
Just hit that Izokaze. That one is the most dangerous of the lot, in my opinion. Oh, the Omaha wants to die. Okay.
Got the Omaha.
Okay, so I did find something that the Yubari is really good at. It's running away. Well done, Yubari. Best ship tier 4.
Seed Tongs
The
T-Duck has
mermaids
connected.
is
Seed Tongs
practically on
T-Duck
us.
has joined the channel.
Alright, I'm going for the carrier now.
Oh no, you all the ship game.
Hi, Duke. Yep. We're playing World of Warships.
Got one.
That mermaid
Try to
needs to
top
die. Careful of
He
it.
tried.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
oh,
I'm
wait, the
topping
carrier
him. I'm
isn't there.
topping him. Topping him.
Torping.
Oh my god, oh my god.
It's called Torpedoes.
Maybe you've heard of it, but probably not. I liked it before it was cool.
Oh, he evaded me. Help me in that one, Timber.
Where the fuck
I'm
is that carrier?
practically dead. I don't know why
guess
you
you
got
should.
so close to him. I'm turning around
I'm
this island.
just happened to be here. It's okay, I got him.
Okay, so the carrier isn't here.
Oh shit, I did no damage. Uh-oh.
Nice.
Uh-oh. This is gonna be super close! Whoa! Did you see that?
Totally did.
What's wrong with
Izukaze,
Kazuha's
you're
microphone?
next. You're next.
Kazuha
you're
has a
next.
new microphone.
4 kills!
That is totally
I'm on
bad because
fire.
it totally oversteers or something, however you call it.
You
My
just have to turn him
microphone is
down.
I have
Yeah,
him
I'm
on
having-
20%, but he still has too much
I'm
boost.
having issues with my sound interface. I know.
Is
Oh,
your sound
crap.
interface better reinstall Windows?
That's funny.
Filthy, filthy carrier. I will get you.
See, Timber, you're still alive.
Barely.
Yeah, it's because I saved you.
By the tip of my ship.
By the tip of my ship.
I thought you were gonna say something else.
You wish.
Well, that was a really good match for me.
I
Torpedoes
want the
down.
key too.
Well, you can buy one now.
Nope. Duke does not spend money. Is my volume better now?
Yeah, definitely.
It's super sensitive. Like I basically moved the thing a millimeter. It's really bad.
Well, now I have to turn you up again. But that's fine, I'll do
I'm
that
sorry.
after again.
But now your voice is way clearer.
Okay. Yeah, it's.
It is a
sound
bit
interface
better,
is
yeah.
Shit. It's the microphone preamp. It's not good. So I didn't know that.
It's like a little kid in my ears now.
Duke, I played some Killing Floor 2 yesterday, and it's really awesome.
Oh yeah, I wanted to buy that today. I'm still gonna buy that.
It's a really kick-ass game.
And how, because I saw the Total Biscuit thing where I said, okay, if you play on high difficulties, the mobs basically have more moves.
Ah, I didn't even get to
Instead of
kill the
being-
guy.
I think this is my first win of the day as well.
That was a good game, guys. GG!
Yeah, let's compare some stats here. Come on. I sunk 4 ships. Yay!
Ah, nice.
Sunk 2.
And that's the Kuma Tier 4. Not exactly an amazingly strong ship, but definitely a good ship. It's going to get the job done. It can easily keep up with its peer, the Phoenix. Personally, I don't really enjoy playing it all that much. I preferred playing the Tetsuta a lot more, but I do think that has to do with Tier 4 being in a really weird spot. I think Tier 3 is in a really nice position where you're not incredibly stronger than the ships that came before you, and Tier 5 ships aren't like crazy good. You know, the Congo and the Omaha, there's nothing there that's like outstanding. The Omaha is just a slightly better version of the Phoenix, really, and the Congo, while a good battleship, is not crazy or wow, outrageous, you know. But when you play Tier 4 and then you have to face Tier 6 ship, which includes stuff like the Fuso and the Cleveland and the Aoba, then suddenly the Kuma just looks really, really bad. And I don't really think that has anything specifically to do with the Kuma or the Phoenix or Tier 4 or the Tier 4 ships in general. It's just where they're located in the tree and how that works out with the matchmaking right now. But that's pretty much all there is to say about the topic. If you enjoyed this review, please consider liking it and subscribing to my channel. Also consider leaving a comment with some feedback, or if you want to tell me anything, like you want to see me do a specific review, or you want to see some other guide, or just want to see more ridiculous, silly game footage from our play sessions, then tell me about it, because I love reading your comments. The next review will be for the Murmansk Tier 5 Russian cruiser, and will be on Sunday. Until then, I've been Eldritch, Master Donkey, and I'll see you in another video.